You gotta get schwifty. You gotta get schwifty in here. It's time to get
schwifty.
Hey guys, I'm Dev, and I can't believe that season 3 of Rick and Morty is finally here.
He's a spy, blow him up. I'm gonna go take a shit.
Justin Roiland's demented masterpiece is the biggest animated smash since South Park, but it didn't happen overnight. Roiland made a ton of twisted cartoons and live action shows before he finally hit it big with Rick and Morty.
I admire you, Rick.
His road to the top wasn't easy. He had to eat a lot of schleem and learn to like the taste of it. So before the Sanchez family shows us what they got, let's take a look at Justin Roiland's rise to fame.
Holy shit! This guy's taking Roy off the grid!
Roiland grew up on an almond orchard in Manteca, California. After college, he moved to LA with hopes of breaking into TV, and in 2001, he got a gig as a PA on a reality prank show called
Ultimate Revenge,
hosted by baby Ryan Seacrest.
also starring Justin Roiland, Ben's roommate. He's tired of Ben being Mr. Abnormal.
Roiland's job was mostly behind the scenes, but they dragged him in front of the camera every now and then.
Yes.
With his foot in the door, Roiland spent most of his nights working on cartoons and short films with his friends. Tiger Wizard Suitcase was the first cartoon he ever made back in 2003. Roiland called this twisted Narnia parody one of the purest things he's ever done. There was no intended audience and no real reason for making it, other than the fact that he wanted to.
Please, we all knew Lucy was very sick. It was only a matter of time before something like this was going to happen. And it's only a matter of time before I'm going to become a pop star.
And even in Roiland's earliest work, you can see shades of Rick and Morty in his improv dialogue.
Let's hope that this magical cream does what it's supposed to. Happy but dull, tappy but
Over-the-top vulgarity.
without all the goddamn bullshit on TV bullshit, you fucking ass bitch!
And obsession with funny-sounding nonsense words.
What the hell are these crazy Googas? Right? That's what we're gonna call them?
Roiland and his buddies were getting frustrated. They were killing themselves making these messed up cartoons, but no one outside of their friends and family ever got to see them. That's where Channel 101 came in.
And now the freedom of Channel 101.
Before he created Community, Dan Harmon had a hard time selling his shows to a network. He and his friend Rob Schrab wrote a pilot called Heat Vision and Jack. It was a corny action parody starring Jack Black and Owen Wilson as his talking motorcycle.
Jack Austin, astronaut. Exposed to inappropriate levels of solar energy.
Sunlight makes him the world's smartest man!
I know everything!
The leaked episode developed a cult status over the years.
Give me directions to the sunken pleasure.
I'm from out of town, buddy. I really can't help you. Push on.
It's one of those legendary produced but not picked up pilots like Chris Elliott's Action Family and Adam West's Look Well.
With all due respect, I did 3 episodes on this kind of thing.
Heat Vision and Jack will fit right into a post-Tim and Eric world, but the cheesy on purpose humor was way ahead of its time for 1999.
Press record!
Fox passed on it and Harmon and Schrab were pissed. So they created their own short film festival called Channel 101.
There are many advantages you have when making a Channel 101 show that you wouldn't have if you were making a regular TV show. That's right, Doc.
It was a breeding ground for fresh talent and clever new shows. Chad Vader debuted there, Yacht Rock taught us all how to be smooth, and the Lonely Island's OC parody, The Boo, is what got them noticed by SNL.
The name is Frazzles.
Justin Roiland wanted in on the action too, so in 2003 he started submitting a ton of shorts. His first was a live action show called Friends and Lovers, and the way the mouths look in that one looked just like Rick from Rick and Morty, especially when he burps.
Right about
Hey, Rick, Morty is the word. They made other live action shorts like Googus, The Mountain, and Two Girls, One Cup, the show. And Roiland submitted too many insane cartoons to count, like Hilarious Jokes and Toro and Moro. But his breakout show was House of Cosbys.
He was a Cosby fan at heart, it's clear. He searched and found a Cosby hair. He spent 10 long years and built a cloning machine. And now he's accomplished his wonderful dream to make a House of Cosbys. It's a House of Cosbys.
Growing up, Roiland had no idea what an asshole Bill Cosby would turn out to be. Asshole is kind of putting it lightly, but Nonetheless, he didn't know.
Oh, each Cosby is getting worse than the last, you see.
Jesus, you're right, Cosby won.
Like a lot of 80s kids, he was a huge fan. So he threw Cosby into a parody of a Michael Keaton movie called Multiplicity.
Nuts! I've been working since I was 12 years old. It's break time.
There wound up being dozens of Cosby clones with their own special traits. You had Curiosity Cosby, Mood Swing Cosby, Butt Naked Cosby, but no Cronenberg Cosby.
We got a whole planet of Cronenbergs walking around down there, Morty.
While making the 4th episode, Roiland got a bad case of bronchitis that slowed down production. Instead of going with the original script, they just threw it out and shot an episode where everyone just sits around and watch interdimensional TV.
Well, that was informative, but not in the way I was hoping. This intergalactic television TV receivers open more questions than answers.
Pretty cool, huh, Morty? Oh.
I thought it was cool.
I don't give a what you think, Jerry.
Almost 10 years later, Roiland would use the exact same premise for 60 Minutes.
Huh? Seems like TV from other dimensions has a somewhat looser feel to it.
Yeah, it's got an almost improvisational tone.
After the 4th episode premiered, the show finally got the attention of Cosby's lawyers. Those guys. They sent cease and desist letters to Roiland, Harmon, and everyone who hosted the videos.
Great Scott!
Roiland was in a foul mood after the Cosby fiasco. He made his next cartoon as a deliberate attempt to get another cease and desist letter. The main characters were blatant ripoffs of Doc Brown and Marty McFly from Back to the Future, only drunk, profane, and having sex with each other.
My chapped, bloody testicles, Marty.
What?
I need you to lick them.
Oh my god! What? What? You want me to lick them?
Yes, Marty. It's the only way to fix our time travel car.
I saw that. It's really rough. But
Look at my chapped testicles, Morty.
Jesus. Dan Harmon described it as a pornographic vandalization of these beloved characters.
Hey, don't worry.
It was a big hit at Channel 101, and even though the lawsuits never came, Roiland fell in love with the voices he came up with for Doc and Marty.
I don't think so, Marty. That ain't how it works here, Marty. If this man coming to plant trees in your yard sees you sucking on my balls, something scientific and magical will happen to him. Trust me, Marty. Something real magical and scientific.
With his new notoriety, Roiland started pitching shows to networks. And in almost all of them, he uses voices that are pretty damn close to Rick and Morty today. They're in the Polonies.
I hurt my head!
Oh, Marty, you idiot.
Relative Insanity.
I should be out living my life, not slaving over you guys all the time.
So, does that mean you'll stay and help us?
And the Unmarketables.
Hello there, I'm Poopy Butthole Pooerson. Oh, you can call me Dirty Wet Poopy, Poopy Sloppy Pooer Hole.
But none of these shows ever got picked up. Meanwhile, Dan Harmon was having his own problems with the networks. After he was fired from Community after 3 seasons, Adult Swim approached him to make an animated series with a more primetime feel. He wasn't a cartoon guy, but his old Channel 101 buddy, Justin Roiland, fit the bill. See where we're going with this? We're gonna bring Justin, Dan, you get it? At the time, Roiland was making his living mainly as a voice actor. He played Blendin Blandin on Gravity Falls.
It's Blendin! Blendin, Benjamin, Blandin!
And the Earl of Lemongrab in Adventure Time. Roiland was skeptical about pitching another show after being turned down 3 times in a row. But he agreed to Harmon's offer, and together they banged out the first draft of Rick and Morty in just 6 hours. And the rest is history, unless you count time fractures and parallel universes. 15 years ago, Justin Roiland was holding a boom mic for Ryan Seacrest. Now he's got one of the hottest shows on TV. He's even got his own VR game studio called Squanch Tendo.
What are you doing in my place? This is my tree place! This is my tree world! Well, who are you? Who the are you to be in this place?
Personally, he's a pretty big inspiration to me and to everyone behind the cameras here too. So Justin, from all of us, I like what you got. Good job. Hey guys, I'm Dev. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm a huge Rick and Morty fan. I cannot wait for season 3. By the way, let us know in the comments how you're getting Swifty for season 3, and make sure to like and subscribe and show us your plumbus in the comments. I don't know. Get rickety wrecked, son!